What's up, gang? How you guys doing over there on YouTube? What's up? What's up, guys? Here we go. Here we go. I'm out here. I'm parked out, and I'm in Aguadilla. I'm in front of the art bar here. Everybody's upstairs and they're eating, chilling out. Got some good music playing in the background. Got the line of people, crowd of people coming to the beach. So you know how it goes, guys. But we're gonna get started in this podcast, and I want you guys to understand the simple things in life that matter, guys. The simple things in life that matter here on my daily podcast. So if you guys see me up here, tag me in your Facebook, Instagram page, right? And hashtag Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. That's right, man. That's right. So let's do it. Let's get into it. I'm gonna stop my live, guys, because I am about to go live on Spotify to do the rest of my podcast. So here we go. If I had two phones, I'd be able to do both. But anyway, guys, good to see you. Make sure you hop over to Spotify, check out my podcast, and I will talk to you guys later. Deuces. Look at that. Before I give it up, take it all in. Ah, that salt air feels so good. Yes, man. We are here, man. We're here in Puerto Rico, and we're doing our thing. We're doing our thing, and I'm just tagging this, because that's how they doing it, man. They over here in Puerto Rico. All right, man. Today's podcast. That's right. We keep it going over here. So there you go, man. I hopped on over to Facebook. I dropped it in my top 25 group, and then I hopped over to Instagram. Put it in the lieutenantsalblue.com group, guys. So that's how we're doing it, man. We're going to continue to move on, and we're going to get into this podcast on Spotify. So let's go, man. Let's get this thing started. It is a lovely right now, 77 degrees out here, and I'm taking it all in. It feels good. It feels fantastic, man. I was blessed enough to have my in-laws bring me on over here to the beach, allow me to do my podcast over here, and they're taking me to several places too, man. So I'm going to just hop right into today's podcast. How about we do that, guys? How about we hop into today's podcast as I make some slight adjustments to my camera just to bring it up a little bit so I can catch a little more of the background as I'm talking, man. But as you can see way in the background, guys, the beach, the water's crashing. It is absolutely fantastic out here. So let's get started, man. Let's get started with today's podcast. What's up, gang? How you guys doing? It is Lieutenant Sal Blue, 28-year law enforcement veteran and the author of the Top 25 Mistakes En Route to the Good Life, coming at you today with my 102nd episode of the Top 25 Mistakes podcast. And as you guys know, my book, Top 25 Mistakes, has taken off, guys. It has taken off, and it is doing its thing. It's the second edition one you guys want to hop on and check out, right? As well as my audiobook, Top 25 Mistakes, just came out with the Mentor Manifesto, guys. So you guys hop on and check that out. Right now, this month in September, I'm running a special. I'm running a special with the Top 25 Mistakes En Route to the Good Life, as well as, guys, right, tons of other things that I'm doing here with the Mentor Manifesto. I'm running a special I'm giving it away free, guys. $19.95. I'm giving it away free. I'm just asking you guys to handle the shipping, right? So as you guys handle the shipping, what happens is I got a lot of other special things that I want to go in there. I got some whole different type of frameworks to help you in your success. So there you go, guys. That is something I'm bundling together and putting together for you guys. And we will talk about that later. But today, man, what I want to talk about, guys, is I want to talk about you guys understanding and respecting, right, humble beginnings, right? We talked about where you started from, where you came from. But what's most important, guys, what's most important is understand that to the full point of when you start to grow and you start to build and you start to create things in your life, that you remain humble, right? How many people, how many guys do you know out there who have achieved special things in their life, gotten a certain level, and they have forgotten where they came from, guys? They've forgotten that they came from humble beginnings, and they begin to treat people a certain way, man. You can't live your life like that and expect to get the most out of life, guys, right? The best way that I could play this is when I was in law enforcement, right? One of the things that I used to get under everybody's skin the most was the fact that someone would make it up through the ranks, right? And they would come through as an officer and understand the pains of an officer. They would come through as a sergeant, understand the pains of a sergeant, come through and understand the pains of the lieutenant, the captain, etc., right? And once they do that, maybe they move into a suit, administrator, and they totally and completely forget all of the pain at each and every level that they went through in order to create the person that they became. They just throw it all out, and they begin to make decisions based on people who haven't come through that same funnel of knowledge and education and pain and growth, right? So you guys got to make sure you never disregard your growth. Your growth is what makes you. Your growth is what creates you. Your growth, right, can make you an incredible person at that second half level. And that is what I'm trying to get out of everybody, right? I'm trying to get the first halfers to understand, right, that you are in that humble spot right now, right? You're in that humble spot right now, and being humble in the beginning. What do you do when you're humble in the beginning, guys? You ask for help, right? You ask people for help. You ask somebody, hey, you know, I really don't know this. Can you help me out? Can you help me get through it? That's what you ask people, right? And so when you go to that next level and you begin to say, I know this and I know that, that is when your learning curve begins to decline. It begins to slow down, right? Because now you think that you know more than enough. And if you are to have the life that you want, right, you got to keep a very, very steep learning curve, guys. You have to begin to grow at an exponential level. And that exponential level, all it is you constantly saying to myself, I don't know enough. I don't know enough. I don't know it yet. I know a lot. I don't know enough. And continuing to stay hungry when it comes to learning, when it comes to growing, right? Now, I always tell people this. My philosophy when it comes to learning altogether is learn, right? Teach and grow and learn some more, right? But here's the deal, right? And this is what's helped me the most in my life. It's when you begin to learn, right? And the person who is teaching you can no longer teach you anymore. I mean, a lot of times, most of us experience this, right? When we are growing up as children, maybe things that happen in school, our parents don't know about anymore, so they can't help us to grow from that point. So we have to rely on teachers in order to get the most out of that growth, right? The same thing may happen in the business industry. Maybe your teachers in school, maybe they don't have the practical hands-on knowledge, so they have to pass you on to the people who are actually doing it on the job. And so this process happens throughout our entire lives. But so many people take on the concept of, I know it all, right? I know this already. And when they begin to talk about they know this already, this is when they begin to lose it, right? This is when they begin to digress. Because here's the deal, guys. If you're not learning and you're not growing, you're digressing. You're going down, guys. You always have to keep, stay away from the path of least resistance. First and foremost, guys, no matter what you do, no matter how easy it is, no matter how easy the money comes, stay away from the path of least resistance. The path of least resistance is going to get you nothing more